Okay. What's up, guys? It's Serious, and I'm back after so long. My mission that I was on is finally over. It's been a nightmare. Judging by the title of this video, you already know what it is. So let's go ahead and just start all the way back from the beginning. Okay, it started like when, okay guys, I'm gonna give you guys like some tips, some tricks on my first time home buyers experience, okay? So it started way back when I worked at St. Bernard Hospital. This was like 2019. Like I first came and like I was talking to like the older women and stuff like that. They were just saying like, you young, you need to go ahead and buy you a house to get some property in your name and this, that, and the third. They said like you'll be real valuable. And I was like, sounds good, you know? They said like you look like you got it all together. And I was like, actually, I do, you know? So I was just like, why not? So the lady was like, oh, well, this program I went through gave me $15,000. And I was like, ooh, anything that's giving away some free money, I want something to do with it, you know? So she wrote the information down and whatever like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So she's like, okay, go through the program, call, check them out, this, that, and the third. So I went back to my department and looked up what was going on in the program, whatever. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. I was still in a relationship at that time. So I was just like, worried about the wrong things, you know? So then that ended, thank God, you know? So then I was just like, I need a new journey, a new chapter in my life at this point, you know? So I went to the, I looked on the website or whatever, filled out all the information, like what my credit score is, how much money I make hourly, how much I make annually, and do I have any other side hustles, income, whatever like that, what's in my bank account, this, that, and the third, how much savings do I have? Everybody know I got plenty of savings accounts now, you know? So that's what I do. I coupon all that stuff like that. Anything to save a dime, that's what I do. I save it. So then after that, the time went past. Okay, I actually booked the thing. Me and my mom, she said she was into it as well. So I booked a home buyer's education course or whatever. It was like December 26th or something like that. No, January 26th, I'm sorry. And then we went to the program. They told us everything about a home buyers that you would need to know. You know, about the money that you would need to have in the savings, your credit score has to be a certain point. But me, I don't worry about credit because my credit is excellent. It's not good, it's excellent. Like it's over the 7-something bracket. Like it's almost like 800. So then around that time or whatever, you know, they were still saying like you need an inspector, you need these people on your team to make sure everything goes well so you won't have a bad experience. Then they had people up there talking about, okay, I bought a house, you know, I didn't have an inspector done or whatever like that. The pipes bust or whatever like that. There was a leak, the roof was messed up, and the circuit breaker didn't work properly. None of the outlets worked but 3. The fuse box was getting ready to blow the whole house up, and it was just like so much stuff like people gave their experiences on. I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I got a lot of money in my savings, but I'm not gonna spend all that money to get nothing fixed. No, that's definitely not my character, and I definitely would not like to do that. So then they had like real estate agents come up, inspectors to actually talk about like stuff that's hidden and like something that we won't see, you know? So I was like, okay, these people are valuable for the team. Then it had a few insurance companies come up, you know, and then they gave away free stuff. And of course, I'm always going to win the prize when it comes to a little bit of competition, you know. So me, I never leave empty-handed. So, okay, after that class was over, whatever like that, I was just working, adding money up, saving, side hustling, working, getting the coins together, you know, suing people, you know, anything that was necessary to get a coin. So that's what I was doing. So then after that, yeah, my hands are a little ashy. I don't know if anybody was looking at it, so I'm gonna call myself out. So then after that, like time went past or whatever like that. My birthday went past, you know, time went past, ooh, like that. Next thing you know, it was getting cold outside again. I was just like, damn, I haven't did anything, you know? So then the lady hit me up like, you know what, your certificate will be expiring soon or whatever. So are you still looking to buy a house? And I was like, oh, I forgot all about that. Of course I am, you know? I've been stuck in the hood for so long, so I was like, let me branch out to like a really nice area somewhere, you know? So then, after that, I was asking her, what's the steps, the first step I should take or whatever. She said, first you need to get a pre-qualification to see how much money you will qualify for to get a house. So I was like, okay. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a list of banks that I want you to check out that I would definitely recommend and I also work with as well. So I was like, okay, cool. You know? So I was calling a few of the banks. They weren't answering. I was leaving voicemails or whatever like that. And I just called BMO Harris Bank. That's the bank that I went through. I just called them. I didn't leave a voicemail or anything. They called me back like, someone called this number. Is there anything I can help you with? And I was like, who is this? They was like, this is BMO Harris Bank. I said, okay. I was calling to interview you guys about a few things or whatever like that. What are you guys offering and stuff like that? Even though I did my research already. It's good to do your research before you try to get into something. It's just like date a person before you just jump into a relationship with them, you know? So kind of something like that nature. So I pretty much like BMO Harris, they was giving away the most money, and why not? So I'm all about a coin hunting. So the other banks, they weren't really offering too much. They offered probably like $500 off your first mortgage, and the other people offer like $1,500 for first-time home buyers and stuff like that. So BMO Harris offering they said $9,000, honey, you know, max. And I was like, oh, girl, that sounds about good, you know, for the down payment and the closing costs. I knew nothing about the hell a closing cost was, but I'll explain that a little bit down the line. So then, after that, after I interviewed all the banks and whatever, like they got the pre-qualification. They pre-qualified me for $150 FHA and $110 conventional. Also, I'll get into those a little bit later on as well. So me, my mom going shopping, I'm going shopping, like looking at nice houses or whatever. I couldn't find anything in their price range. I was like, oh my Lord, the houses all raggedy. They was like in Inglewood, and this is like, no, I'm not gonna buy any property in any of those areas. Even though they would give you $15,000 with some programs if you move in those areas, but Serious Williams is definitely not moving in nothing like that, you know. So I'm from the suburbs, honey. So then, okay, after that or whatever, I was just like, oh my Lord, you know? So then I was trying to give a black person a chance, you know, to make some money, because the Black Lives Matter live movement and all that stuff like that, black people, all black on today, you know? So, I was calling out to black realtors or whatever, like, hi, I'm looking to buy a house or whatever like that. They were all hood and ghetto and like so unprofessional, you know? And then Credit Karma, they even hooked me up with something, whatever. But I'm just like, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, because that's definitely not me. You know, if you do the best work, I definitely will hire you. You know, like my song said, you ain't no boss if you ain't hiring, and I was the boss for months, you know, paying all these people. That was crazy, you know? You know, I got coins, but I don't usually get my coins away to do stuff. I'll learn it and do it my damn self. So, ooh, this the mail lady. Oh, I'm sorry, shit. I got a package I'm waiting for, honey. You know, hopefully she got my stuff in the mail that I need today to go out and handle my business. But anyway, back to the story. So then, after that, I don't know what the hell I was talking about, but piggyback, okay, 100, I can find, okay, a realtor. So I called this other man or whatever like that. He was fucking very disrespectful. And I was like, with that little ass budget, you can't really find nothing. We're gonna have to move you in Inglewood, woo woo. And I said, there's nothing I can find, no house, no condo, no townhouse, duplex, nothing. He said, not for that low price, you're gonna have to be in Inglewood somewhere. You keep saying no, nothing past Ashland or whatever, so the only thing we have is like over east. And I was like, no, I'm nowhere, no ma'am, I'm not moving nowhere near over there. You know, I damn near don't even want to drive over that way. I don't actually drive over that way anyway. There's nothing over there to drive over there too, so I was like, oh my Lord, you know? So he was sending in properties or whatever. They looked nice, but I told him like I told you, I'm not moving over there. So he said you was gonna have to use your FHA. And he said, you know what? Let me give you a little tip. And I said, sir, fuck you. You give your damn self a tip. You know, so then my mom was like, oh, well, your cousin, she does real estate as well too. So let's call her. And I was like, who the fuck? I don't really talk to every family member in the world, you know. So I was like, who the hell is she talking about? So she called my cousin who became my realtor or whatever like that. So she was sort of new or whatever like that. And she was still learning things or whatever like that. So she's supposed to know about like the certain type of down payment assistance program she knew nothing about, you know. And it was like other things she's supposed to know about and she didn't know anything. I didn't follow her because she's new, and me, I do my own research or whatever like that to educate the next person, you know. So you can't be a boss if you can't educate somebody, or a great leader if you can't educate somebody on something that they didn't know. You know, and that's me, you know. If I could find my own house and be the realtor, I definitely would have. But, hey, I was the boss, so I was hiring. So, After that, so then me and her talked or whatever like that. She was telling me like, what am I looking for? What's the budget or whatever like that. So I was like, okay, well, they gave me this much conventional, this much FHA. So then she's like, okay, well, I'll get to work tomorrow for you or whatever like that, and I'll send you a couple of properties or whatever. So the disrespectful man, he had gave me an email like, well, let's do this. Like, if you get your property tax down, that's another, this is the tip, guys. So take this tip. Like, they'll give you an original price. Like, what do you think your property tax will? Or they might round it off like $2,500 or whatever like that. You'll pay a year for property tax. And it's just like, that's a little bit much, you know, because right now I'm only paying like $1,300 for property tax. My property tax is like $1 something a month, you know, but it's paid all the way up. So, yeah. So then, after that or whatever, he was saying like, you get the property tax low, your home buying power will be more. My realtor, she didn't know that or whatever like that. So I took that tip from him, and you guys can take that tip as well. If you get a lower property tax, that increases your home buyer power to the max, you know? So then I was ignoring him still or whatever like that. Then she wasn't doing a good job, so I went back to him. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna send you a few properties or whatever like that. Cause he sent me one thing and then she was ghost for like a week, you know? Like, if I'm hiring you, I need you to keep me updated every other day what's going on. Let me know what's going on. You know, if you're trying to get a check cut through me, let me know what the hell is going on. It was a dry spell from her for like a week. I didn't hear from her till Sunday when I was talking to the black man, and he was sending me properties as well. I was telling him like, you don't listen, baby. I said nothing over east, and you study sending me far over east, Roseland. I said, damn, you want me to get killed the first year I'm in my place? Are you okay? Clearly he wasn't. Like, that bitch needs to be certified. So then my cousin, she reached back out to me like, oh, hey, I'm just letting you know there's nothing in the market or whatever like that. I'm just acting like, is she even fucking looking? Because then I started going on there. Like me, I have a job, you know, I have things for me to do. I can't do your job and do my job as well, you know? So that was a little bit too much for me right there. You know, like, I'm at work actually working, doing your job, while I'm at work caring for patients as well, you know? So I can hurry up and get this over with, because I had a certain amount of time before my deadline hit, before my certificate expired or whatever, and I couldn't get that extra coin, honey. So then that's when I had called the lender or whatever, tell them, okay, I want my property tax under this amount or whatever like that. So then they was like, okay, with those numbers or whatever, your buying power can go up to $200,000 for FHA, and then $150 for conventional. No, $140 for conventional. I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And they said, okay, if you could get it any lower, your buying power will go up even more. And I was like, okay, but like all the property taxes in the suburbs was like a little high, like $2,500, $2,000 and stuff like that. And then it really depended on like your debt to income ratio. Like my car note is like 363 because I bought a brand new 2019 and 2018, and those cars were like expensive, I guess. So that made my car note so dang on high. I was trying to look for something used or something like that, but I got it straight off the press, unwrapped it and everything, unwrapped my tires, the car, everything like that. It was brand new, not a day of mallow, never been started up that I seen. So it was not a mallow on it. I put the first mallow on it, you know. Tell the man, get out my car. Bitch, let me drive my shit. I'm buying it. You get your sales ass somewhere else, bitch. So... So then, after that or whatever, they put how much income you had. My income was not too high or whatever like that. It's like $17 an hour, and that was not the move. It was decent or whatever like this. So I brought home like every month like $2,100 or something like that, minus the $363. Anything on my credit card. Like, they was looking at my credit card once they ran my credit, and they seen how much I spent. They was like, oh my God, Mr. Williams, you need to get some of that off. And I was just like, hey, bitch, I like the shop. Okay. So they said, okay, we're just going to zero those out. I'm pretty sure you're going to pay those off every month. And I said, of course I am. You know, I pay them off in full. I don't pay segments of it. That's a little ghetto, okay? Act like you got some money. So then after that or whatever like that, they put that the debt to ratio has to be like 50% or lower, I believe, for certain programs or whatever like that. And for their program, they wanted it to be like 47.5 or something like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So they added the car notes into the house price, the house value price, and see like what would the percent be. That's the debt to income ratio right there. to see like, would you qualify for that loan or qualify for that grant, for that cash, you know? So like certain programs, you have to meet some type of quota or something like that to get it, you know? So I'm trying to do anything in my power to make sure I met that damn quota shit, okay? So then like, we start house shopping. Let's get into that, okay? I gave you guys that or whatever. Let's get the conventional FHA out the way. FHA is like pretty much, I won't say like the Section 8, but it's like the Section 8, you know? Some people love to be on Section 8 or whatever like that, like lazy people or whatever like that, but you're buying a house. Like I think their rates are really cheaper, like their interest rate is cheaper. But the only bad thing about that, like you'll be paying the private mortgage insurance. That's an extra payment when you don't put 20% down on a house. You don't put 20% down, you have to pay this little mortgage extra private mortgage insurance in case like you're a broke bitch and you can't pay. They'll still have a little extra money off of you, you know? So you have to pay that for the life of the 30 years, you know, and with conventional or whatever, like let's say your private mortgage insurance like $100, you know, you'll be paying that until you reach the 20%. You call the bank and say, yeah, I'll reach my 20%, and they'll cut that extra $100 off. So you'll have an extra $100 off your mortgage. So that's what I went with. Anytime I can get like a discount or a coupon or something like that, oh bitch, I'm gonna use it. So that's what I chose, you know, it was the best option for me and stuff like that. The rates were low because my credit was good. The mortgage isn't that much, like $600. Like people are paying way more for their place, you know, and I'm only paying like $6 something. I could rent this bitch out and get more money. I could get like, rent this out for like $1,500, you know, and I'm not even paying that much. So back to it, you know, those are the difference between those two that I would recommend conventional. Then there's other things like USDA, the veterans loan and stuff like that, you know, but all banks don't do that. So you can look around for a bank that you want or need or whatever like that. If you're a veteran or something like that, you're really broke or you need the FUSDA or something like that. It was something like for really poor people that you didn't have the money, like for like an old person or senior citizen, whatever you want to call it, that gets like a fixed income like $730 a month. Like they will work with you and pretty much get you to where you need to be. So, okay, let's move on to the house shopping. So, my cousin, she finally called me or whatever like that, said, woo, I was sending her properties as well. Like, okay, I want to go see this, I want to see this or whatever like that. And she was checking, like, make sure the property tax was still the same and stuff like that. So, then after that or whatever, she like, okay, this is the schedule for this Sunday or whatever like that. We're going to see this place at this time, this place at this time, this place at this time, this place at this time. Because my mom was originally supposed to be coming with me or whatever like that. And she wanted like a nice big basement that she can come stay in. So the first place we saw, I was like, yes, honey, I was ready to put a contract in when the first house I saw. You know, so we went to the first place. It was like in Blue Island or something like that. With really nosy neighbors looking all out the window like, who moving up in there? Who moving up in there? Like, girl, you better stop, you know? So went up in there, had a big size garage that could fit 2 cars up in it, you know? I like the backyard. It was a little small, but hey, the kids can go out there and play and be safe in our own backyard, you know? And then the house, it was 2 stories, you know, it was upstairs, downstairs, basement. The basement had like 2 bedrooms in it, but it was like outdated, honey, like 1863, let's say that. It looked like that old. It was dust everywhere. It's like, oh, it's gonna get in my hair, you know? So that was a mess, you know? The mom's like, oh, I'm not going down there and stuff like that. And I was like, I really like this place. I always wanted the upstairs to go to, besides like in a building or something, you going up the stairs to go to your unit or your apartment number or something like that. So she was like, oh, don't pick the first thing you see or whatever like that. And I was like, baby, I live for this, honey. Get that carpet put up, honey. Get some hardwood floor going on, honey. Yes, 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, living room, dining room, nice size kitchen, honey. I said, that's right up my alley, you know? So my cousin was like, oh, do you want to put an offer in? I said, I want to see the other things or whatever like that. So I have videos. I don't know if I'm going to insert the videos in. I still have them, I think, on my phone. So I might insert them in. And then just move on from there. Yeah, you know what? I'll insert the videos from all the places that I've seen or whatever like that right now. Down when you first come in. No, I had to use my flashlight. I ain't look for the light switch.
stripper home. Then the playroom for the little kids. This house looks spooky.
So then, okay, after seeing those homes or whatever like that, I was like, oh my God, they were interested. And she was just saying like, okay, at the end of the day, after we got done seeing like all 7 of the houses or how many we synced that day, because we were driving from Blue Island to Chicago to Oakland, Evergreen, like we was driving everywhere looking at those places. In some places we didn't even map out that the property taxes were so high and they had like a senior exemption, then it would shoot up to like $25,000, $3,000 a year. And I was like, girl, I'm not paying all that. Hell no. Even though you can file it and get some of it back in your taxes, but girl, no, that's too much money for me to be spending for some type of property. Bitch, you lost your mind. You know, at this time right now, I'm still in my 20s, so like, hold on, I have time to grow. So I would get those big property taxes later on down the line, because once my net worth comes that actual $100,000, because I'm worth $100,000 now plus. So after that or whatever like that, I went back and said, okay, I want to make an offer on the first house, you know. Then my cousin was like, it's gone. And I was like, bitch, it's gone. She said, this is the buyer's market, honey, baby. They are snatching these houses up. And I mean, they was really snatching those damn houses up. So I was like, okay, well, let's do the third house or whatever like that, you know. She went in and synced it. It's a contract on it. It's just like, what in the hell? So that was kind of irritating me or whatever. I thought they was giving everybody an equal opportunity and chance. I was like, okay. And she was like, okay, now you know you need to be vicious in this market, you know? So I was just like, okay, if I see something I like, girl, throw a contract on it. So me, I went online the next day. I was at work looking. So I synced this nice little townhouse, like, oh my God, it was so adorable, you know? I was like, oh my God, I like it. You know, it had upstairs. It didn't have any pictures of it or whatever. I said, okay, I want to see this 2-story. I always want to go upstairs. So I went to go see that house or whatever like that. We put a view request on there, and a couple other properties we did as well. You know, we went to go see those or whatever like that. It was too high for me because I'm trying to pay bond out for like 10 years, no more than 15, you know? Like I'm trying to kill this shit dead, you know? So it was a little too pricey for me, and I would have to use FHA, which I didn't want to use that, you know? Because most people don't even want to deal with it. They'll see like FHA loan, no, and most of them hit conventional or cash only. So I was like, I have enough money for conventional, but I'm not gonna pay the extra $20,000. But I'm not gonna be living paycheck to paycheck. That's not how I live my life. You know, I had the money to put on for it, but like I'm not about to live paycheck to paycheck. That's not a part of who I am. You know, I don't put myself in situations like that. I need to get up and go out and get the money or whatever like that. Because me, I could just sit at home for about 3 years and pay all my bills or whatever like that because of my savings account and my saving habits. You know, so I would not ever put myself in a situation like that. So moving on. So then we went to go see the other places or whatever like that. It was out of my price bracket or whatever like that for the conventional, and I didn't want to use an FHA loan because many people didn't accept that and it was too much work. So we went there, we saw it or whatever like that. It looked so good to me. It looked so good. I was like, oh, it's upstairs, downstairs, full basement for my mom, this, that, and the third. Play in the backyard for my little nephews, a little garage that I could turn into like a party playroom for them as well, you know? So, or a party room for anybody. So then after that, I was like, girl, I'm putting a contract in on the bitch. I'm putting a contract. She's like, you want to make an offer? I said, yes, honey. And she's like, you really want to put the full price on it? I put the full price on it because I really, really, really wanted to. I see myself in there. And they were saying, like, it's possible that I can move in before Christmas. I said, oh my God, I'm going to have my first Christmas at my first house. Yes. So then after that, I had to get an inspector. Okay, an inspector, them bitches are pricey, honey. You know, they work for like 2 hours and make about $500 off you. I said, damn, bitch, that's why I feel I need to be going. If I could look around and say, oh, there's a crack in the wall, this damn thing was leaking Thursday. Bitch, I need to be in that field. So I was online. My cousin had requested these inspectors for me. They were a little pricey for me, and I said I could shop around and get a little bit lower because I had to pay that cash out of my pocket. You know, the loan wasn't going to help with that. So if you're buying a house, make sure you got a little coins, honey, okay? Because anything can go wrong. Like my stories, a couple of things went wrong. So make sure you have some coins, honey. I had coins, and I don't even miss the coins because I make money. I have money coming in from everywhere, you know, money coming in, you know, so it's just not one job, you know, I have money coming in from everywhere, you know, bam, 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 bam. So I'm not really worried about money too much, you know, I don't have what I really, really want, but I have money that people in the hood can't touch unless they scamming, honey. So anyway, moving on. So I found this inspector. He said he'll charge me $3.95 to do the inspection or whatever like that. And he get the same day reports and all that good stuff like that. So okay, I hired him, whatever like that, because you ain't no boss if you ain't hiring, honey. So okay, I gave him that. You know, he gave me a date and stuff like that, and I said, okay, I need it by this time because like we were overdue on the contract or something like that. Like inspection's supposed to be like what, 5 to 7 days within putting the offer out, you know, so you can move on to the next step. But I'm new. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. My realtor, she's supposed to have been on me to let me know what was going on next, you know, because I don't know. This is my first time buying a property or buying a house. So I don't know. So she's like, yeah, woo, I'm a little behind. And I guess the lawyer was saying some stuff like that. I don't really remember, you know. So then after that situation or whatever like that, we got the inspector. I said, okay, come out Sunday, cause I guess that's the last day of the extension that we have. He said, okay, I'll come out Sunday, do it for you, woo, woo. He said, if you bring cash, that'll be better, you know, like that, because if you bring cash, you'll get a discount. If you use a card or something like that, you'll be paying a little bit more. And I said, baby, I got the cash, honey. Just ask for it. Bam. So, okay, I brought him the cash or whatever like that, and I told him to meet me there at 9:30. He was there a little bit early, like doing the outspecs on the inspection, like on the outside of the house before he went inside. He was waiting for me to get there before he went inside. So then that part, I came up, I was like, hi, I'm here, are you here? And he was like, yes, I'm here. So I went to the back, met him, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the rundown. Hold on, let me take these last little few pictures or whatever. I'm gonna give you the rundown. So next thing you know, my realtor, she popped up, and I was like, hey, girl, I thought you wasn't coming. She was just like, oh, I just have to at least show my face around these parts or whatever like that. Do you need me to stay? And I said, no, like, I'm fine. Like, you go ahead, like, you take the day off, girl. Go ahead, sit down, relax, whatever. I'll let you know all the tea once we done with this B, okay? So she left, whatever like that, and then we went inside. So the daughter greeted us like, hi, how are you doing? Her sickly mom was there or whatever like that. So then he's like, okay, we're gonna start upstairs. So she following us. I'm like, why is this bitch following us all around this house, honey? Cause like he was a little nervous, you know, he was doing his job like me. Like I'm at work, I don't like people to bring their mom with them or cousins or something like that and watch me draw blood, give a shot or do the vitals. I don't need that, or interview. I don't like that. I just like me and the patient so I can get a relationship with them. I don't want your mom, dad, cousin, sister, brother there, because then people tend to act out, you know? And then you act out on me, honey, I'm gonna have to go BB on you and knock a couple of knots in your head. But we ain't gonna go there. So he was like taking pictures of stuff and he'll circle it and like whisper in my ear, whatever like that. So I was just like, oh, he need me to get a little ghetto up in here, you know? Let me move the professional man out the way and get a little ghetto. So I started getting ghetto, like, oh, that's a stain in the wall. Ooh, what's this right here? What's this? Is this a problem? So then he started opening up, like, and he started going there like, woo, woo, woo. I said, okay, this is what I'm trying to hire, honey. Okay, I need you to get it together, nigga. So then he would start pointing stuff out in front of the lady or whatever like that. The water pressure is low and the bathrooms or whatever like that. The toilet is loose. This is the problem. Da, 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 da. He was just pointing out all type of stuff. But before we went inside, like this is what he told me outside. He said, the garage tiles, like those little tiles on the garage, he said those are fully asbestos. It was mold all in the inside. He said, I need to just tie this bitch down. He was showing me all the pictures of the mold and stuff like that, and he was actually letting me see, like the light fixtures don't work, nothing like that. He stuck the little plug thing in there to check was it working or whatever. I was like, oh my goodness, the garage is a total fail. So he showed me like cracks in the foundation, the front plug in the front didn't work because they had like this little plug box in the front that you could plug and stuff like if you mowing the lawn or something like that. He said those didn't work, they were out of place. It was some lights on there that was a hazard or something like that, like it could catch on fire, it can rain, blow your fuse out or something like that. And I was like, ah, damn, I didn't notice that when I was going to look at the house the first time. So I was just like, oh my God. So then, yeah, okay, back on the inside, he said the water pressure was low, something like it could be like some lime or some type of buildup inside that needs to be flushed out or whatever like that to make the water pressure run. Because where I'm at now, that water pressure coming out so hard, baby, I'm living for it, honey, okay? Yes. So, so then we had left out that bathroom, went to the bedroom. He had took pictures like of staining inside. Like the roof probably could be messed up. That seemed like it's leaking through the roof or something like that, like dried up stuff that which would create mold. Wetness create mold when it's like warm or something like that. You know, they showing me like crack in the plaster, like you was just touching the wall, like just touching the wall, you heard like cracking. I was like, God damn. He said, no, that's no good. He's like, the doors doesn't close to the room. The door doesn't close to the closet. I said, damn, they putting extra size doors on the closet, honey, that don't even fit. So he went to the other room, whatever, like they have the same problem, like staining on the ceiling or whatever. And he said that's from possible drip of the roof, so the roof needs to be replaced. And he was like, when this last time you guys had the roof replaced? And she's like, I don't remember. My mom been here over 20 years. He said, well, the roof needs to be changed every, 15 to 20 years, you know? So it was about that time. And he was saying, I don't want you to purchase this property and next thing you know it's a leak, then you have to pay over $10,000 to get a damn roof fixed, you know? So if you do, tell them to get that roof fixed before you purchase the property. So we went downstairs to the front room. They still had all their furniture in the house. So we really come look how we really needed to look because I needed to move some of their stuff. So he just did an eyewitness around like the living room, the dining room area, whatever like that. You know, then he went in the kitchen. He was like, damn, the refrigerator doesn't work. It's not getting cold in the inside. She was like, oh yeah, you can throw the refrigerator out. You can keep it if you want to. Like the appliance is up to you as the buyers if you want to keep it. You know, like they'll offer you stuff like, do you want the refrigerator? Do you want the stove? Do you want the lawnmower in my backyard or whatever? But they were saying like, you can have everything. I was going to sell it like on Craigslist or something like that. Like, come pick it up, you know? So things like the water pressure in the sink didn't work. So he always runs the water for about like 5 minutes to see, like, is it going to drip at the bottom or something like that. So, yep, it did. It was dripping at the bottom. He said, yes, a little leak. He needed to get the pipe fixed or whatever. She was like, oh, the girl kept saying stuff like, oh, yeah, my mom's supposed to get that fixed. Bitch, well, she didn't. So, yeah. So then he was like, okay, let's go down to the basement, honey. You know, so he went down to the basement or whatever like that. He was like, was it a flood down here? And she said, no, not that I can think of. He said, it had to be because there's mold all around the wall. He was opening these little cabinets. So she like, oh, this pine wood. I said, girl, fuck that pine wood. Is it real? Shit. Everything fucked up around here, girl. So at that point, I was just a little disgusted. He was pointing out all these damn problems. Like, there's mold down there. That mold could kill you or whatever. And then he was like, the shower doesn't work down here. The toilet was loose. The water pressure was very low in the basement or whatever. And I was like, oh my Lord. Then went to the laundry room. He looked at the furnace and the water heater and stuff like that. He said, damn, how long have y'all had this? And she was like, it was here since my mama got here. He said, you need to change your furnace or something like that. Like every 10 years or something, like 10 to 15 years or something like that. 8 to something. I don't really remember the number, but the damn thing was older than me, you know, and I'm a human. Shit, that's a machine. That damn thing should have been oiled up or something. So, and then after that part or whatever like that, he was like, oh, I smell. He did something with this little machine to see was it gas or whatever like that. He had like a little percentage on it, like there's a little gas coming from this little pipe. It's supposed to be a cap on that gas thing. And somebody just had it rolled up like toothpaste. So then he looked at the washer and dryer and said, damn, that washer and dryer looked older than you. He kept making all the jokes like the stuff was so old, it was older than me, you know? So he was just like, oh, it's older than you. This washer machine older than you. And the girl kept laughing like, girl, you losing points, bitch. I don't even want to buy the house no more. Shit, you up there laughing, fat bitch. So, and then he was like, this is the water pump right here. He said, when the last time you got that damn thing checked? She kept saying, I don't know. I think my mom gets stuff serviced. He said, this don't look like the furnace and stuff don't look like it's ever been serviced before, you know? The chimney had black stuff coming off there. The chimney seemed like Santa Claus came down and he was so fat he got stuck. He knocked the chimney thing out. Girl, it was a nightmare, you know? So we went back outside on the back porch. He's like, whoa, okay, this is what I want to tell you too, because he said the house is not supposed to be held up by stilts. So like they were so hood, honey. They were so hood. Like they was like the house was getting ready to fall over like that. So they put like a brick, like the house was like missing a space. So they put like a brick right there to hold it, and they had like these two stilts like holding up the house some type of way, like the back porch or something like that. It was on metal little stilts or something. So then he was like, you don't want to buy that or whatever like that. Well, if the stilts break or the metal rust or something like that and it breaks, your whole house is going to fall down. So he said, that's a no-no. So then we went to the enclosed black porch or whatever like that. He said, I'm not even going to step on that. Those tiles look so old, like they built up asbestos on there. He said, that could fuck up your lungs. And I thought about my nephews and stuff be over here or whatever like that. My mom, she's getting older. And me, I don't want any lung diseases or whatever. And I said, that's why her mom probably is sickly, because these bitches living up in this asbestos motherfucking place that's killing her fucking lungs. You know, this bitch on a breathing machine, girl. You need to get the fuck out the house, girl. You still living up in there killing yourself. So that's why you have respiratory issues, girl, because that asbestos is killing you, bitch. So it didn't make any sense, you know? So then he came, explained all the stuff to me in front of them or whatever, like, this is the problem, woo, woo, woo. So he told me, I'm going to send you the report in the next couple of hours or whatever like that, so you can send it to whoever you need to send it to or whatever. So I sent it to my, okay, once I left the place or whatever like that, they was like, the old lady was like, are you going to buy it or whatever like that? And I said, okay, we have to go on to the next step. She's like, baby, because I'm ready to sell this house. I said, bitch, you ain't finna kill me? Shit. So then, okay, I called, my lawyer called me, my realtor called me, and the lender people called me. The lender is the bank. So they called me like, okay, well, we got your report back. Yeah, the inspector sent me the report, but I went over everything he talked about. But I was there, so I knew everything he was talking about. So I sent it to my realtor or whatever like that. And she said, would you like to give a list of demands or whatever like that, like things that need to be fixed or whatever. So I sent them a list of a few things, like get the mold out of there, the asbestos out of there. He said it was on the roof as well, honey. So he's like, I'm scared to go up there because I don't want to go up there and not develop some type of lung disease or something like that. So it was like asbestos all through the place or whatever, like that mold all through the place. And it's just like, ugh, who wants that, you know? So then after that or whatever, I put my list of demands in. My cousin like, well, you need to at least need to have like 10 things on there. You don't want to be picky about every single little thing. But I wanted everything fixed. So I'm moving in. I want it to be a complete slate. I don't have to worry about anything or anything like that, you know? So then that part came. I sent the list over or whatever like that. My cousin went over the list and then she was like, okay, I think it's a nice, decent list or whatever. She sent it in to the people, whatever. They said, oh no, that's too much, that's extreme. You talking about tear the damn garage down, that's over $10,000. Time to get the whole roof done. I don't know, we ain't doing all that or whatever. So my lawyer was like, listen, like me, I'm not telling you what to do or nothing like that, but this seems like a problem or whatever like that. I'm here for the better of you. So I wouldn't buy that house. I would just look again or whatever like that and just move the fuck on, because it seems like so many problems. Then once you move in, the fuse can blow out or whatever like that. You got to hide in electricity, and then your money gonna go down and down and down. And then by the time you get the house up to code or whatever like that, you won't have any more money. Then you might have to pick up a second job to get your money back together. And I was like, oh, that make a little bit of sense, girl. Don't talk about my money, bitch. Do not talk about my money. You know, that's just like talking about somebody's kids. And you talk about my money, bitch, it's a problem. So, you know what, then they had said like, I put the cancellation thing. I said, okay, let's write up a cancellation contract or whatever like that. No, I don't want it. I'm through with it. Bam. So then they said, oh, can we negotiate, please? Can we negotiate, please? We'll try to fix some type of stuff. I'll say, well, I make the list a little small. Like just remove the mold, the asbestos, get the water heater and stuff serviced to make sure they're still up to date or they can still be able to run for the next couple of years. A little small stuff. I rounded down to 6. I don't remember all 6 of the things I requested. And they was like, you know what? We're not doing nothing yet. We can cancel the contract. Bam. So like, boom, I'm all over to square one. I didn't pay the money to get the appraisal. The appraisal is pretty much when somebody's from the state or something, like compare your home to homes within like a mile or 2 radius or whatever and see can they sell it for that amount of price. You know, so I paid for that already, and they took the money, and they was like, no, you can't get a refund. I was like, hold on, bitch, they didn't even go out and do the damn inspection. What the fuck you mean I can't get a refund? So I'm arguing with these damn people from the bank to try to get the money, and the man's like, no, I got you, Mr. Williams, I got you. You gonna get your money back. I didn't get it all back, but I got some of it back. And I was just like, that don't make enough fucking sense. I didn't use the money. Why is y'all, bitch, they taxing? So then after that, I was searching and searching. I couldn't find anything. Like, everything was getting snatched up so quick. Like, we'll put a view request in to go like look at the property. Next thing you know, it's a contract on it by the time it is for me to get off work to go see it, you know? So I was just like, damn, this shit is irritating as hell. So then I seen a couple of other ones like around like 79th and Campbell, but I didn't want to be nowhere near the hood. I was just so sick of seeing those same people. Like, I lived around there all my life. I was just so sick of running into those people. Like, where I'm at now, I will never run into any of those people again, you know? So yeah. So then after that or whatever like that, I was just like, you know what? My mom kept suggesting stuff like, oh, this, that. And I was like, girl, I don't even want to move with her. Like, let's move the fuck on to something else. So I was just like, no. I had to talk with myself and saying like, bitch, this is for you. This is for your life, whatever like that. You always worried about other people and stuff like that. And things doesn't go what you want. Let's do what you want to do for a damn change, you know? And I say, yeah, let's give me a condo or something like that, or a little townhouse just for me. Hell with a basement and stuff like that. So like when I was doing my search, I had basement in there. Once I took took the basement thing out, a lot more things popped up. So I went to go see a few more townhouses, and then it was just like so much work to be done, and property tax was high. So I said, okay, a condo, you know, everybody be paying those or whatever like that. So I seen a few nice condos or whatever, like Oak Lawn, Evergreen, and all over the place, you know. So I was just like, okay, cool. So we came into the place I'm at now, whatever. You know, it looked really nice. It was clean, everything. They were still working on stuff. Like, every time we come back to look at it again, like, it's more stuff fixed, you know. So then the inspector came out. I hired him again and said, you know what, you want to make a little bit more money with me? He was like, yeah, woo. So I said, come on now, baby. Come out here and see this condo, honey. Tell me what you think about it, baby, you know? So then he came out. He was like, it's nothing really wrong with it. Just a little mold under the sink, but you get some mold killing primer, put it down there, then paint it whatever color you want or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I did that already. Then he was like, there's nothing else wrong. The little furnace that gets serviced is a little old, like probably 14 years old, but they get it serviced every year. You know, the last time he got it serviced was like, what, in June or something like that of like the last year. He said, so it's up to date or whatever. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So he was like, it's really nothing else. You know, the water runs fine. You know, the heat heats up quick. The cold air warms up quick. You know, so he was like, there's nothing wrong. Brand new hardwood floors, all this stuff like that. So he said, I don't really see anything wrong with it, you know. He said the only problem was like, what, the door in the bathroom, it takes a little push to close. And I was like, baby, I'm from the hood. So I could chisel that down if I want to, but it's not bad. Like, it can't close. It can close, but it'd be a little, you got to use a little force to close it. You know, I said, I'm from the hood, I'm used to that, you know. But I said, if I wanted to, I can chisel it down, but I was like, hey, it is what it is, you know. Then he went out to the balcony, checked the balcony, was it sturdy enough, whatever. He said the balcony is good. He said everything's good to go. There's nothing really wrong with the place or whatever like that. It's ready to move in. No other work needs to be done. Like, you good, you know. So I cut his check for that, you know. Bought my realtor some lunch, you know, because I'm good like that, you know. Like, I don't mind helping out, feeding the motherfucker, you know. That's never a problem. I feed the homeless people, so why not? I'm here to help. So then after that or whatever, we put a contract in after we seen a few more places or whatever, like this was still on the market or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, it must meant for me to have, you know. So I go in there and put the contract out or whatever like that. So the process was moving, you know. So then after that, you know, then it was up to me and the bank, you know, the people that were ready. I put an offer out and put the full offer in, because the full offer is like 120-something thousand. I put $110,000. I'm not doing the full price ever again, you know. So then after that, the next year has came. So my certificate for my thing, okay, I'm gonna get into that later. So okay, I put the contract in for like 110. So then he counter offered, like, okay, let's do 116,000. I was telling my realtor, you think I should take it? She said, bitch, go ahead before they take it, honey. You know, so I said, okay, bam, okay, I'll take it, whatever. So he read up the contract. He said, okay, I'm gonna leave you this, that, whatever. You can keep the grill on the porch. You can have all the stuff I left or whatever like that, or whatever. We put new refrigerator, stove, dishwasher, microwave, all that stuff is brand new. I'm gonna leave the tags and the receipts for you or whatever like that. I said, okay, cool. Sounds good to me. You know, all the appliances are brand new, fresh out the box, you know. Still some of the stuff on it I had to take out. So then after that or whatever, you know, we moved on to the next stage or whatever like that. So then they started requesting more documents or whatever. I forgot that they asked for W-2s from the last 3 years, 2017, 18, 19, you know, sending the check stub every week to make sure you kept your job, whatever like that. So like every couple of weeks, they're like, okay, send me your last updated check stub. Make sure you still working. Send me this, that you losing any money this week or something like that. So they kept that updated. Make sure you still got your job. You know, if you lose your job in the process, it's like 90% chance you're gonna lose your damn property. I know so many people that lost their property that way because they lost their job. You know, so then after that, you know, the bank was like, okay, well, we need this. So somebody had did something. They forgot to put my apartment number in. So I had to do the whole process over. So I was just so fucking pissed off. Like, damn, I was supposed to close by my birthday or whatever. So then they had let me know, like, Mr. Williams, your certificate from the home buyer program to get the $4,500, your certificate has expired. We have the money for you, but your certificate has expired. So I was like, what you mean it expired? I just got the damn certificate or whatever, you know? But instead, you only had a year. Like, you get the certificate the next day or whatever like that after you finish the home buyer class or whatever like that. But since the day you took the home buyers class, that's when your certificate starts. And I was like, what the hell? They gave me a certificate like in what? November. So I'm just kind of pissed off. I thought when they give you a certificate, it starts that day. But when you took the class, eventually, obviously, that's when it started. So I was kind of pissed off. They said, okay, is it possible you can get it? So I hit the lady up like, oh my God, my certificate expired. Like, what can you do for me? And she was like, oh, well, Mr. Williams, there's nothing I can do. I was like, girl, can you make me a new one real quick? She said, no, you got to take the home buyers class. So I love my job too much. I love you, but I love my job more. I said, girl, okay, when the next class? And the class was like, 2 hours every Thursday. And I said, girl, that's gonna be past my birthday, girl. Damn. So this you also could pay $50 to take it online. I was like, cool, I got the money, so why not share it? You know, I put the thing in, finished the program 2 hours, got that new certificate, whatever. She sent it over, bam. They said the $4,500 is waiting for you. You know, so the other program, they did the numbers or whatever like that. They said the numbers are pretty good. They leaning up the right way. So bam, the $6,000 was available for me. So altogether it was $10,500. It was extra money because they only told me they was giving $9,000. So I got an extra $1,500, you know. So I was like, okay, cool, that's right up my damn alley. I live for that. So then, after that or whatever like that, so it was the waiting game. You know, after the lady had messed up my tax returns or something like that, we had to wait. So me, I went on vacation early so I could move in, unpack my stuff and stuff like that around my birthday. So I took my vacation the day after closing. So that I go to closing or whatever like that. After that, I have the rest of that week off and that Monday off to go ahead and pack up and move in. So, oh my God. So I was on vacation or whatever. I kept calling people like, do you need any information? They said, okay, now we need your home buyer's insurance or whatever. I called the lemonade company and said, okay, please, can you send me over that damn file? Please, baby. They sent it over like that. The lady sent up there. The bitch wasn't doing her job properly. The bitch was not doing her damn job properly. I said, okay, ma'am, I just called over, got the paper. Okay, let me call the IRS next, you know, because it seems like you're not doing your job right. I'm doing everybody's job and I don't appreciate that. So everybody needs to cut their damn check and give me a portion of it because I'm doing everybody's job. So that's how good of a leader I am. You know, me, I don't mind pitching in, helping people that work for me out. You know, I'm never like that. You know, that's why I say, in some type of company, I should definitely been a manager at some place. You know, they keep trying to isolate the black man, but bitch, fuck you. So then, okay, after that or whatever like that, my birthday came. I was so pissed off. I was just like, damn, I'm not moved in about my birthday or whatever like that. The week after, I had to go back to work with no news, and I was this close to quitting my fucking job or getting fired, you know, because I know how I am, you know. So it's just like, oh my God, you know. So then I get back to work or whatever like that. Everybody asks, oh my God, did you close on your house? Did you close on your house? I'm just like, yes, I closed on my house. I sure did, you know, because they were trying to find some type of reason to get rid of me anyway. So I'm just like, if I closed on the house already, they won't really want to fire me because those are some old bitches that still are renting, you know. Nothing against anybody that rent. Hey, you do what you want to do, honey. You can rent to a bitch like me, you know. I'll let you move right on up in here, honey, and you can pay my motherfucking mortgage for me, you know. So that's what it all is. Renting is pretty much doing. You get a building, the tenants pay your mortgage or whatever like that, and you still pocket a little bit of the coins. And that's why they don't like to fix stuff on time and stuff like that, because they trying to meet that quarter that they need. So I know a little bit about the game, you know, and I'm definitely gonna get ready to play the game very shortly. Give me a couple of years or something, like 5 years. I'll be definitely a property manager of something, you know. Give me a couple of years or whatever, like, let me figure everything out, because I got a lot of stuff going on right now, you know. This was just the surface scratcher right here. This is just scratching the surface, getting that coins, you know. I'm right over $100,000. Yeah. So yeah. So anyways, or whatever. You know, I was saying that or whatever, like, yeah, I closed on my house. So they called me like, oh, Mr. Williams, I got good news for you. And I said, girl, ain't no news good, honey, because my vacation is over, honey. So he said, okay, like, your closing date is tomorrow. And I said, I'm back at work now? How the hell am I closed tomorrow? They said, can you call off and get the day off or whatever? So, okay. I called in that night or whatever, said, like, I'm not coming to work or whatever. The man was asked, like, why not? I said, that's none of your business, it's personal. They said, okay, cool, it's personal. So then the next day or whatever like that, I'm driving to the place. Nobody contacted me. I'm thinking the closing was still at 11 o'clock. So I drive all the way out to like Oak Brook or something like that to close on the house. So they said, oh, they pushed it back to 3 o'clock. Excuse me, 3 o'clock? I'm out here now at 11 o'clock. I had to sit in my car for like 4 hours, you know, waiting for these people to come. So the lawyer came, all this stuff like that. I signed the little document. It was quick, fast, and in a hurry, honey. I was in there like, what, 30-something minutes just signing the documents. Bam, it was done. They said your realtor had the key. They gave me a check saying, okay, you pay a little bit extra, so we're going to give you the remainder of the money. I still haven't cashed the check because I still have money left over, you know. So I'm going to cash the check when I think I need it, you know, or before the 90 days. So, yeah, that was it, you know. So, tips for you. Tips, hacks, and tricks for you, you know. Make sure you have a decent inspector, you know. Make sure you do a little assessment yourself. Bring your little cord, your little charger, whatever, like they plug them up in all the outlets. Make sure they work. Do your own little inspection before you hire an inspector so you can see, is this property worth it, you know? Make sure you find a realtor that really wants to do the damn job. You know, it's going to be out there looking. Because I thought like a realtor's supposed to go look at the place first and tell you, okay, this is the balcony. It has a beautiful backyard and stuff. She was just going to see it when I wanted to see it. So make sure you find a realtor that's going to work really hard for you or whatever like that. You know, not just use their machine, automatic put in when they see some stuff, email it to you, you know. Make sure you have a bank that's organized or whatever like that. BMO Harris, even though they had some good staff members, but that lady, she was all over the damn place. You know, the bankers, whoever I was working with, like my bankers, they were all over the place. The man was all over the place. You know, I won't hear from him like in weeks or whatever. You know, I'd email him, say, okay, I need this done. Do you need any documents from me so I can be on top of my job? You know, nothing. Don't hear nothing. And then when he actually needs the things or whatever, like, they're like, oh, Mr. William, you think you can send me that? I asked you last week, did you need anything? Now, I'm at work right now, so I got to stop my job to go do something that you're supposed to be on top of, you know? So that was a little irritating to me, you know? So make sure you go with a bank. You really don't know the people that work there, so you won't know what you're getting yourself into. So make sure you choose the best bank for you. For yourself, you know, about the coins, honey. Then they had different programs. Like one of the program I got the $6,000 IDA money for, it's called IDA, IDA, you know. So that was the program that funded me the $6,000, you know. So I think I have a lien until like 2 or 3 years. Once that's over and I didn't move out or move anybody in or something like that, I get to keep the $6,000 and it's unforgiving. You know, they had other programs like you get $7,500 or actually $10,000, but you have to pay that $10,000 back. And me, I don't really like to pay people money back, so it's just like, don't give me anything and expect to hope to get it back because I really don't want to do that. So then also the first time home buyer program, when I went through the NHA program, you know, they gave me the qualifying tool to get the $4,500 extra cash for the DPP, down payment plus, you know. So anything extra you can get it, you know. So those were the two programs to give me the $10,500 for down payment and closing costs. So I didn't really have to pay any damn thing. So altogether, I put my earnest money out. Okay, that's what you have to do to secure your contract, to make sure that you're serious. I forgot to tell you that. So you need the earnest money. The earnest money is like $500 to $1,000, you know. So I put that earnest money out, the $1,000, you know. And then the appraisal. Okay, the appraisal came back. It priced for a little bit more. So I have equity in my house already, you know, because like I played strategically, you know, not offering the full amount. I guess the man really wanted to sell this because he was moving out the country. So he just took it like, yes, bitch, I'll take it, you know, but I want to get a little coin, you know. So they gave me so much down payment money, so much, they had to re-switch the loan over. So instead of me owing $116,000, like they took that down $9,000 because I had so much money and I pretty much paid everything out of pocket for the most part, you know. So that was a good thing, you know. I paid most of my money up front for like the appraisal and stuff like that, the inspections, everything I could pay to get the loan lower, like I did that shit, you know. So yeah, okay, let me make sure I covered everything, you know. Other tips, you know. Do that home buyer assistance program so you can educate yourself on everything in case you do get a realtor that doesn't really know what's going on. You can still get some tips within yourself to educate your realtor so she can be, or he can be, a great asset for you. So make sure you do your research, because like, it's like, for instance, like me, like if you come to the hospital or something like that, the only thing I know about is like the psyche, and I barely know about that. So you ask me like, oh, my heart skips a beat or something like that, like me, I might not can't tell you because I don't work in that field often like that. Like healthcare is my thing, but I don't really work with the hearts like that. You know, I'm really into the mind or just like something like that, but still, if I work in a certain department. So, yeah. So, then after that, it was just like, okay, next tip, okay, about the money or whatever like that. Make sure you have a nice little money saved up. Don't get any credit cards. Don't order any furniture. Don't do nothing on credit or whatever like that, because they will cancel your shit out. Make sure you keep your job until you close, okay? Because I was a little nervous. Oh my God, they're going to fire me or whatever like that. You know, I got suspended right before I'm about to close. And I was just like, what the hell? So I was a little irritated. I said, these bitches are out to get me. I don't know what the fuck I did because I'm young, I'm successful. And it's just jealous old bitches all the time, you know. And they don't want to see anything, bitch, because you're still renting at 50. Don't be mad at me because I'm a young man. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. I'm getting where I need to get to in my life and my journey or whatever like that. I'm not staying stagnant at no damn job. No, I'm not. That's not my life. Healthcare is not something I actually really want to do. I look the cute in the scrubs. That's the only reason I'm there. And I'm a good actor, so yeah. So yeah, when it's a buyer's market, if you like something, it's up your stream. You can say a few things, but make sure you grab or snag your shit first, you know? Or you can just put a contract on it or whatever like that, make the offer really low or whatever like that, but you'll still have a contract on it. You want to come back and tell them, you know what, I'll pay the full amount. So I'll give you that hint. So if you really like something, but you're still going out to see something that is your dream home, but you want to see what else is out there, put a damn contract in on that shit. You know, offer real low so they can be like, no, I don't want that offer, I'll take another offer or something like that. But you still have the contract on it first. So it's up to them to accept it or whatever like that, or counter offer it, you know, and it's better to have it like a contract on it to hold the spot a little bit. So that you can get it later on after you see the other house, like, I don't like them houses, or you'll end up like me, you know? What else? The debt to ratio, the debt to income ratio, I think I explained that already, you know? So, like, you don't owe anything. Like, if you're just somebody that's just sitting in a house, you know, your parents are doing everything for you, you don't pay a bill, honey, you stacking up your money, you should definitely have some property, you know? So I don't be understanding, like, you living rent-free, you're paying what, like the gas bill, $100, and you work a job and you still don't have anything going for yourself. Like, invest in something, honey. You know, I'm in stocks, I'm in everything. I got money coming from all over the place. It might not be thousands of dollars, but oh, bitch, I'm living well. So if I missed anything that you guys have any questions on, you definitely can leave a comment below, you know? And I'll definitely answer. I think I pretty much went over everything, but stay tuned.